Public service announcement 2021. I recognize this. Think outside the music from Christopher Kevin, aka Carrot Kev, Everett, editor at Filtered Zine and manager of Triple One and Nerve. Outside of lyricism and punchlines, what do you really stand for? What long-term impact do you want to make on your community? Be passionate about your cause and view everything from a perspective bigger than your own. Move with such conviction that fans are not only invested in your come up, but actively campaigning for you to win. I think Kev put out like it was like tips / advice on upcoming artists, on like things that you need to do. I remember seeing the post and I remember really like fucking with it as well. And so for indigomerkaba to look at this and think the same, I know that, you know, this is definitely connecting with people. But yeah, public service announcement 2021. Talk your shit, bro. Atlas.
Let's go.
Oh, and he has like the lyrics on the right side.
This post by Carrot Kev saying, think about your impact. What do you do for your community? Do you give back?
This is gonna remind me of some cold shit. You know when he did the 1985 or whatever? This reminds me of that shit. Alright. So if I'm looking like here, it's because I'm reading the lyrics as opposed to like over here and yeah.
Saying, think about your impact. What do you do for your community? Do you give back? Anyone can kick fat, slick raps, bunch of fucking piss ants talking about they shiv stack. That shit's whack.
Anyone can talk about having their shiv dacked. Basically, in your dacks is your trousers, in it. So having your shiv tucked in your pants in your trousers. Anyone can talk about tucking a knife away, but what do you actually do for your community?
I ain't never flip packs, I just try to kick facts. Motherfuckers break under pressure just like a Kit Kat. Saw your little track and I just skipped that. Motherfuckers stupid and I bet they never fucking heard a nip track. That's real talk.
Motherfuckers stupid and I bet they never heard a nip track. When he says nip track, I'm presuming he's referring to Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace. Saying like, so what, you're talking about hip hop and you ain't even heard a Nipsey Hussle track?
It's like it isn't about the art no more.
It's like it isn't about the art no more. Yeah.
Heard a nip track, that's real talk. It's like it isn't about the art no more. It's all about your designer clothes and the cars you got.
We're gonna have a lot of discussions about that one day soon.
Intelligence isn't respected no more, and it makes me sick, but I'm the artist.
One minute, let's not skip over that line either. Intelligence isn't respected no more. When he said anyone can spit, what is it, quick raps, slick raps or whatever, I'm trying to spit facts. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. You're doing slick raps, I'm spitting facts though.
They was asking for, but just be hard and raw. That's that normal shit. What is normal shit? I guess it's fucking talking shit. Going on Instagram, posting a bit of corny shit. Start a beef with someone, go back and forth for the audience, performing it. When one of you lose, they'll applaud the shit. Remember when it's all said and done, no one talking it like Jordan is. And I'ma never fucking talk
like Jordan is. 95% sure Indigo's name is Jordan. Yeah, his name is Jordan. So he's like saying, you ain't talking real shit like me.
But when it's all said and done, no one talking it like Jordan is. And I'ma never fucking call it quits. And fuck you to anyone praying that I'll be falling, cause I won't. I'm trying to give the youth some hope, let you know you ain't alone. Stay strong, untie the rope, it ain't a joke. We're all trying to stay afloat, but the doctors don't understand us. They give us pills to cope, and that's...
We're all trying to stay afloat, but the doctors don't understand us. They give us pills to cope. They give us pills to cope. Like, oh, that's a cold bar, man. It's a cold fucking bar.
We're all trying to stay afloat, but the doctors don't understand us. They give us pills to cope, and that's a joke. And as I'm rowing in this boat, paddling against my depression, I'm sinking in this moat, and I just moat. And I ain't got the right words to say. Every time I think of fucking speaking, I just choke, and that's the realest shit I ever spoke.
Every time I fucking speak, I just choke. Think of fucking speaking, I just choke. Yo, so he's gone from, what impact do you have on your community? Fuck all that corny shit. This is that real shit I'm talking about. Let me open up and show you. Like, it's not necessarily the cool thing to open up and talk introspectively, but it's okay to do that through your music, innit? Like, that means something more. Like, that's gonna help cunts more than it's gonna than you talking about your shiv being tucked away. You know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to get clean, but I keep dropping the soap, so I smoke to stay hot.
Keep dropping the soap, my brother. Okay. I mean, if we're dropping the soap, make sure we have head and shoulders too.
All the time to get by with my life. I don't really want to die, so I'm high
all the time.
Stop thinking. Cause I've been numb to the pain, I've been numb to everything. I'm thinking fuck all the fame. Motherfuckers try to come at me, I've dug up my grave. My split personalities are fucking one in the same. I saw this.
My split personalities are one and the same. That's like an oxymoron. It's like you got two opposites there. My split personalities, my different sides of me are all one and the same now. Cool.
Close by Carrot Kev's got me thinking about my legacy. Will my enemies remember me? Wanna be legendary? I'm trying to be something that they will never be. I let them in, I let them see everything inside of me till I rest in peace.
So I let them see inside of me. I let the audience know how I'm feeling and how I'm thinking. And that's part of my legacy. Talking about the struggles I'm going through now. So hopefully I get to a point in music where I'm more successful, but I'm also happier in life and I'm more stable within myself, you know? I'm more secure within myself. Like, it's a deep conversation.
And I made it pop without ever making a melody. Let's go.
And I made it without making a melody, just by spitting facts. I like that, man. I like that. We're familiar with Jordan now. We're familiar with indigomerkaba. We're familiar with what he brings to the table. A shitload of music at a very high quality, and he's just gonna rap. Like, he ain't out here thinking about songwriting. He ain't out here thinking about melodies, as he says himself. He's out here just kicking knowledge on a regular basis. And so because of that, I don't think he's gonna be like the highest viewed artist in Australia. I've said this before. But I do definitely think he's going to be an important fucking figure if he continues this shit up. And as much as I want to say quality over quantity, he's kept up the quality for the most part among this insane quantity. So I can't really tell him to slow down. Not that I can tell him shit anyway, but you get where I'm coming from. Like, I don't know what as a fan of his music, I don't know what I want from him. I'm just kind of happy to just let him do his thing. And if this is the lane he wants to go in terms of, right, let's just talk the shit that no one else is talking about, then so be it. And I like the fact that he's given a nod to Carrot Kev, someone who has been very important behind the scenes and doing a lot of things, whether it is the interviews, whether it is the artists that he's managing, whether it is the events he's a part of and setting up. Like, Kev is a fucking legend in his own right, so I'm glad that he gets a slight nod in this as well, because he's someone who's also kicked knowledge. I've had conversations with him, and I think there's a lot to learn from someone like him. So for then indigomerkaba to put that in a 2.5 minute freestyle and then lay that out for people based on that one post, I feel like there's a lot of substance and content there. And I would happily take the same beat and kick another 2.5 minutes worth of what I could possibly do to this as well. Like I think artists should do that. Why don't we make this like a fucking challenge? Not like this in specific, but like something like this where we take what's the word I'm thinking of? Take like a stimulus, we take something like a post like what Kev did, and we just create like a freestyle challenge off of it. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that and promote kicking knowledge or like speaking your perspective on something? Why don't we do this? I don't know, if someone wants to start that and then tag me in it, fuck it, I'll continue it. I like this. It's a good job, and just make sure when you're dropping the soap, brother, like make sure that it doesn't slip to the other cubicle.